Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a 212A, the Tier 9 Soviet SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Serene Coast under the command of Cream Match 72. Battle started. Well, I detect that happens to be the 203mm B4 howitzer. And I'm correct, yes it is. It's got 1050 alpha penetrating 52mm of armour. And it has an equally long reload time, 32.19 seconds. And this Arty is based on the KV220 and it never got built. But one of the saving graces of this Arty is it's an enclosed cockpit, which means you can use vents and that increases your performance, means you can get much better performance out of the crew, much more accurate, faster reload times. Going for that leather, rounds out, good shot, yep. 428 hit points of damage, nicely anticipated where he will be. You only need an eye for how much lead you need to put on the target, but you do have to remember with an Arty firing over very long distances that it takes your shells some time to get to the enemy, sometimes around about 2 or 3 seconds, and that means you need to anticipate what the tank's going to be doing in 3 seconds time, so you have to be a bit of a mind reader. Well, we're loaded. Just working out where the shells are going. Yes, beautiful. Got double bubble there. Hit the E50 and the FP4202. Now, a lot of people say, oh, Arty, it doesn't take much skill to play Arty. After all, you just sit at the back of the map, aim, press a button, and the damage comes. No, it's a lot more complicated than that, so I can tell you. It does take a lot of looking at the enemy, looking at the behavior of the enemy, trying to work out what they're going to do next. Rounds out, direct hit again. He's got double bubble. He's actually stunned 3 of the enemy, hit the E50 and damaged the Centurion 7-1 as well at the same time. So he anticipated which tank would actually pull forward, got the damage on them. Another thing that actually you need to be is a bit of a more than a bit of a mind reader, is to actually work out what the enemies are trying to do, and that way you can actually anticipate where to lay the shell once you've lost sight of the enemy, and that happens frequently. Another direct hit, another double bubble again. This time round he hit the Centurion 7-1, but he splashed the E50 at the same time, so he's racking up the damage. He's got 2,305 hit points of damage. The battle's only been going less than 3 minutes. You can see that an Arty like this can do a huge amount of damage if it has a good player who knows where to put the shell to get the most effect. Well, so far he's actually been incredibly effective and the enemy's been obliging. And that time round hits the FP4202 with a clean hit. 544 hit points added to the total. He's now up to 2.8. But we've got an interloper getting closer. A Rebel Arise coming up the dip. And the standard B's just come out of the dip behind our guys, and unfortunately they have broken through now. We're still in the load phase. We might be able to get a shot on that E50. Got a Leopard prototype and a Noobs, and well, the Leopard prototype just took out their standard B. He did have low hit points. Here's that Rebel Arise I mentioned. Unfortunately, we've got a red line because the building's in the way. He's just trying to work out where he could place the shell that would actually hit the target. Well, he's looking a little in a different direction. There's a T-34 Black trying to go on our Star 2. Rounds out, right into his side for 509 hit points, and he goes down immediately afterwards. So he got some stun assist as well. He's now got 3.3k of damage. And the game's only been going just over 4 minutes. Okay, next target's going to be that E50. One shot on target on a weak spot and he's out of the battle. And, well, the kill goes to the UDES 03. Okay, we've got another target trying to creep up. It's a Panther 2. He doesn't realise that we're aiming at him at the moment. He started moving again. Rounds out. Good shot. Right on target. 445. He's now up to 3.8k of damage. How many heavy tanks would do that sort of damage in this sort of time? Well, only the very best players, I can tell you. Okay, we've got a Scorpion G getting close. The UDES is repositioning. Scorpion G goes down. FV4202, last one coming in from that direction. He's marked the target for his teammates to let them know, and they've killed him. So that just leaves that Rebel Arise, who's still hiding behind the railway station, and we can't get a shot on him. As soon as you get a red line, you know that the enemy's in cover. He's trying to aim at that corner, just in case the Rebel Arise comes around. Now, as you know, the Rebel Arise 105mm gun, it's a tier 8 premium French medium. It's got quite tough armour on the front, but it's very susceptible to HE damage on the sides. It's 4 on our team versus 6 of the enemy. We do have a Tortoise near the cap, and a Wizzy 1201 FT has just suddenly appeared. We've redirected our fire towards the Panther 2. Dialing in. Direct hit for 394. Potentially that's the high caliber. If our guys can survive, the Tortoise faces the Panther, takes him out of the game. The UDES is trying to fend off the Tortoise on the other side. That's our next target. We've marked the target for our teammates to let them know. The down arrows appear. That means it's about to get an Arty round. If you see those arrows appear above a target, stay away from it because you might get stunned if you don't. Rounds out. Kill shot. 266. Surprisingly, that is CreamArch72's first kill of the game. And there are now only 2 enemy tanks left. So it was 4 versus 6. Now it's 3 versus 2. And it's our advantage, or CreamArch's advantage. The last enemy alive is the Noobs 03 and their FV3805 rather, the tier 9 British SPG. He's got 2 kills, so he's no slouch. And CreamArch is loaded. Now, is he going to move or is he going to stay where he is? I think he's going to stay where he is for the moment. The further away the target is, the longer the flight time of the shell. As I said before, you have to anticipate what the enemy tank is going to do so that you can lay the shell down in its path if it's moving, and the shell will then hit the target. And he did that several times in this battle already, especially on that Panther 2. He laid the shell down ahead of its track. It walked right into it. Tortoise is moving down one side of the map. The UDES is staying near the cap area. I think the Tortoise is the one who wants to go and get the kills. He's got 4 already. He could get a top gun. Another thing an Arty player can do, which is something that's a little hint, we can look for any signs of destruction on the battlefield. If we see something being destroyed, it's usually a tank that's doing it. Either their fire or their presence, their vehicle going over objects and destroying them. So as an Arty player in either battle assistant or look down mode, which is God mode, you can still work out where the enemy is if you can see their trail of destruction. UDES moving up. Now if I was in the UDES, I would go over to grid square J2 or K2, because that's more than likely where one of the enemy is going to be located. The FV3805, it's from that spot you can get good vantage points to shoot at enemies on the peninsula, as well as enemies in the north. And CreamArch is aiming in that spot. He's marked it on the minimap. Yes, he was there. There's the UDES. Rounds out on him. He's going to get hit. And it's a wipeout. That's a penetrating round. There's the FV3805. We're not loaded, but the FV3805 tried a shotgun, failed, and now he's going to be toast for that UDES. He's trying to run away. I'm afraid he's got too long a reload to stick around and wait for the UDES to just put a round into him, but it looks like the UDES was badly damaged. He's not firing. Okay, we're going to fire any second. Rounds out. Long flight time. Here we go. That's a kill. So Creamage72 wins the game. I think he held that target there. He didn't fire. He was waiting for somebody else to get the kill. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. That was a real good one. It's the first class tanker for Creamage72 in the 212A. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 16 in that one. He also got a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And to top it all off, he got the high caliber as well. He dealt the most damage in that game and at least 20% of the enemy hit pool. And well, let's have a look at the team scores and see exactly what happened. There you go, 5,667 hit points of damage in that game, as high as you would see from any heavy tank in any other tier 10 or tier 9 game. It's a very good score. The next highest scorer was the FV3805 on the enemy team. He got 3,730 hit points. And after that, it was the Scorpion who got 3,289. When it came to kills, it was shared between the Tortoise and the Leopard prototype. They both got 4 kills apiece. And then we've got Creamage with 3 kills and the 50 on the enemy team with 3 kills. And when it came to base XP, well, it was the Leopard prototype again. 1,091 went to him. Udes managed to get 1,068. And then Creamage managed 1,041. And these were the only guys who managed to get over 1,000 XP in the game. He fired 11 rounds, got 9 direct hits, 2 penetrations. I'm pretty sure that shot on the Udes was a penetrating round. It did 1,000 hit points of damage. And considering this Arty has got 1,050 alpha, yes, that was definitely went straight through the armor and blew him to pieces. 14 splash, damage of 5,667 hit points, of which 5,007 were at more than 300 meters. Obviously, that shot on the Panther 2 was quite close. He hit 10 of the enemy, 2/3 of the enemy team were hit by him. Only 1/5 of the enemy team was actually killed by him, 3 tanks. He did 768 hit points of stun assist off 13 stuns. On a free play account, he earned 40,510 credits, and after ammunition resupply, and these are expensive shells, he still walked away with a profit of 19,500 credits. He received 1,041 base XP, got 1,041 from personal missions payout, took away 2,082 experience points altogether. So that was a brilliant game in the 212A. Shows how versatile this tank is, this Arty is. It really is very good fun. And Creamage72 obviously has played it quite a lot because he was placing those shells extremely accurately on the enemy. Some fantastic penetrating rounds. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification button, the little bell, so you get alerted when a new video comes out. We try to put as many out as we can so we can satisfy all our customers. Yes, we do get a lot of requests for videos, and I have a queue of over 1,500 replays waiting to be done. Yes, I know it's a lot, but we do our best to get through them. Thanks for watching.